We have a group of people that we have adopted, that we have sent around the world, and we support with our financial giving. We have a group of missionaries, and we can find those missionaries right on our church app. You'll notice on our church app, if you go to the Next Step segment and you kind of swipe over, you'll discover a button that is called Discover Missions. And you'll get a chance to look at and see who it is that we are supporting and who it is even from our own church family that we have sent. Michelle, that you heard from today, is one of our local missionaries. We support and send her into the work that Fellowship of Christian Athletes does among not just Syracuse University, but all kinds of campuses around the state and nation. And this month, I want to just kind of put in your heart and in your mind that there is a need, and there is a need for us to continue on supporting and sending missionaries. And they're missionaries much like Dan and Deanna Kleppel. They are, years ago, when we have a prior pastor, his daughter is Deanna, sensed a call to leave the United States and go spend her life, invest her life, pour out her life in the nation of Thailand. And we had the thrill of not just sending, but supporting her in an ongoing way. Not too long ago, she left as a single missionary, got married to Dan, and pursued their call into missions right there in Thailand. And we, her own church family, our church family, adopted her and made sure that we were a part of what God was doing in her ministry in Thailand. So I don't know if you can picture this, but when we give $25 to missions, it's hard for me sometimes unless I really think about it. God takes that money, He collects it, pulls it together with other giving, and then He translates it into planting churches in Thailand. Or He translates it into setting up a kids' crusade and telling kids who would otherwise have no idea who Jesus is that there is a life-rescuing Redeemer who has come for them, and then leading them to be open to believing and receiving Jesus, only because there's a missionary there that we're helping to send with our $25. So we participate in her mission there, and along with many others just like her, we're supporting them with monthly giving. How close are we? Every year we have a goal, and this year our goal is $42,000, and we raise this money just by your giving, just by your ongoing regular giving. The lasts mentioned that they're a part of that, and it's as easy as going to our app or our website and clicking on Giving a Gift, and our goal is to give $42,000. We've been doing about that much for several years now. So here at the year end, we only have $8,800 left to go to meet our goal. And if we do $42,240, that puts us in a position to surprise our missionaries with a gift, to get a gift that they weren't expecting at the year end, and then our North Central Church family says, hey, Merry Christmas, you're on our mind, and we hope you're surprised. And also, we hope you remember that God has got you. He is supplying all your needs. How do we do this? Well, at the year end here, we are, as always, we are focusing on reaching, supporting, and giving these gifts to our missionaries. So we are prayerful and hopeful that you're prayerful too, that when you think about your year-end giving, where it goes and how to aim it, that God kind of prompts you to aim it at our missionaries by giving to our missions fund before year end. Again, you do that simply by clicking on the website, or you can go to the app and just click on the Give button, or any way you get to the giving side of our, and of course, I shouldn't forget, we have envelopes on the walls, and those envelopes, you can mark them that they're for missions, and everything you give to missions goes to missions. Everything you give to the missions funds goes to the missionaries. So you can be relieved there. So in 2024, I want to challenge you to think about giving more. If you've been giving, I want to challenge you to give more. And if you haven't giving, I want to challenge you to start. And think of it this way. If everybody just gave enough, either to start giving or to give more. If you gave enough to buy a missionary a cup of coffee every week, it would be an extra $10 a month. If we just said, when they buy a coffee, that's supporting missionaries, right? Some of you know that's the essentials in supporting missionaries, right? I mean, make sure that they have Bibles to give away and coffees to pour in their mouth, right? So I just want to think of it this way. If we buy our missionaries 1 cup of cafe coffee per week, that's us just saying, I can do that. I can give them $10 a month, and that'll be extra, and that'll give them just enough for us to get around $10 per month. And if you mark that reoccurring, you don't even have to keep track. You don't even have to make on your list. You don't even have to put, Michelle, you don't even have to put on there, give $10 every month. You just reoccur, and you make that list one time. And if we have 100 givers that do $10, we have $1,000 a month extra to support our missionaries and surprise them during the year with our support and also at the end of the year. So if you're a kid, if you're a teenager, if you're a student, young adult, and you might be thinking, I don't have a lot of money, you probably have enough to start or give a little more. You probably do. If there are 50 people that give $20 a month, boom, hit the goal. It's a big help and a big jump. 10 people give $100 a month. Whatever your amount is, we pray that you are willing and able to do it in a reoccurring way and knowing that you are investing in people like the Kleppels, church planting, developing leaders, and reaching kids. Isn't that cool? All the way from there to here. Now, I don't want you to primarily do it because I want you to, or mentioned it, or brought it up, but I would like you to put your heart together in faith with God and in prayer. Say, God, can I give? Should I give? How much should I give? Should I reoccur? What role am I playing in helping to send and support missionaries through this church family? Sound good? Is it a deal? You make it prayerful? Prayerfully consider? I hope that rather than ever feeling coerced, you feel a developing conviction that I want to be a part of this. I want to be a part of what God is doing. And we look forward next year to hearing from some of our missionaries that return home. They return home for small windows of time, and then you try to get them plugged in and let them tell their story. So again, we're aiming for $8,800 the rest of the year. So if you have year-end giving, or if you made a pledge to missions, or you've been intending to give to missions, now's the time for this year. And then if you wouldn't mind, consider the plus 10 or plus however many next year. All right?